Flores twins are known as being key to El Chapo's conviction. And
you see the case for what it is. You see the holes in the case and how the was brought to your doorstep. And you realize...
You're speaking from their perspective.
From their perspective, or anybody that has a case. You know, there's always a case that started by someone setting you up, and then that guy's not even in your case. So, you know, then the people who are in the case and left with the shit on their stoop are sitting there trying to sort it out to try to lower the impact of the situation.
And they when they went off the radar and came back on the radar, because, you know, this is a big article about this, they called up a bunch of guys who had been some of their customers in Chicago, some were from Detroit, and they set them up, but these were guys that had done what?
Well, they're constantly being kidnapped, followed to be kidnapped.
Like I know they're kidnapped in Milwaukee.
One of the brothers was kidnapped.
You were around at that.
Yeah, I was around, and...
Tell us about kidnapping and, like...
I mean, it's the same...
How does it ripple
It's
into
the same shit as you see in the movies, except there's no fucking feds in the negotiations. It's a dark conversation. Someone's calling you, telling you, yo, this is gonna die. I've been kidnapped myself.
Oh, you
know what I'm saying? So, and
those people mean they'll kill you.
Yeah, so, I mean... You know, they...
how do you know they're not going to get the stuff and not kill them? You don't.
Yeah, you don't. It's just a matter of how far they're willing to prove who they are and their point. And if they feel like you're a threat to
afterwards,
come back to them afterwards as to whether you survive or live or not, you know? Or if the money's dropped off. And sometimes the money gets dropped off and they kill you anyway, just because they're... You know,
want to kill somebody.
Yeah, they want to kill somebody. So, but at the level that they're at, everyone's an enemy. Everyone's looking to rob you. Everyone's fucking up drugs, not paying you, giving you a story about the feds came in and kicked my door in, creating fake paperwork, creating fake teams to come in and raid you.
So that someone could say, I saw it. Oh,
you know, so...
Wait a second. Hold on. So you know of instances where people had stuff on consignment, and they created, had their
staged,
buddies dress up.
They staged it, took pictures, called, hey man, they're raiding them right now. This, that, and the other. You know, so
wow.
When you talk about who was thrown under the bus, I can guarantee you that any person that they did throw under the bus was a motherfucker that was no good to them to begin with and backstabbed them at one point or other, owed them money, or was unloyal or unfaithful, you know, because in this game, you know, these guys jump plugs and go from one guy to another like they're changing underwear. When you don't have it, they're gonna go run to the other guy at the opposite spectrum and the other gang and go get work from them. And then when you get it, now they're robbing Peter to pay Paul. They pay you with their money, they pay them with your money, and things come up missing. And they're pancaking debt, and before you know it, the truth comes out.
But so people, and now some regular, even street people that are watching this and think, well, okay, if people are owing, why are you giving them more stuff? But at that level, there's only so many people you can give 50 kilos to.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
it's not like you can go replace them.
The people at our level and that played ball on our level are unicorns in the city. What I really want to just, say is that, you know, it's a classic Tony Montana line. I didn't fuck anybody who didn't have it coming to them already. That's just, this is movie shit, but it's reality. Like, we lived it. Like, that movie's fabricated. It's maybe based lightly on somebody's life, but, movies are fabricated. The shit you see in movies, I've lived through it. I've experienced it, and it's surreal to still be here, even in my situation with an ankle monitor on and, talking to you and telling my journey and my story and trying to clarify things and not piss anybody off. Like, I'm not here to discredit anybody. I'm here to tell the truth about who I am, who my friends were to me, what type of shit we were going through. Because I don't know if you knew everything that was going on in his life, whether it's a son of his, a mother of his, you know. God rest his soul. I love him to death. I still miss him to this day.
Kato.
Yeah, and you know, his face is on my back, you know, and we had our disputes. We had our disagreements, like, you know, we had our ups and our downs where we stopped fucking with each other. But like I said before, if you knew him, you knew it was always an up and down thing with him. Like, he wasn't always happy with you. You could easily piss him off, or he could easily get pissed off at you for doing something that he didn't really feel was in your character or in his best interest. Or if you talk to somebody that he didn't fuck with, all of a sudden he didn't fuck with you for that month or that week.
And to reiterate, so, you know, in my stories, and this is just what I got from what obviously I'm getting it from the federal documents and the papers, that the Flores twins had Kato killed, but that's probably unlikely.
I mean, there's speculation. She went to jail for the dude.
Valerie.
You know, Valerie. She didn't tell on him. Like, you know, they did so much for him. You know, they helped him in so many ways. They helped me in so many ways. I know that couldn't be a part of them or in them to do.
Let's talk about purpose would it have served?
Stance on all this, talking
No
about
purpose
some,
at all.
They weren't
big time.
He wasn't really
an
kingpin, and he knew El Chapo. Okay, so if you read the court documents and you've read the court documents, you know that the twins did not meet El Chapo.
They didn't meet him, much less him.
Okay, they didn't meet El Chapo until they got to Mexico. Okay,
Which was at the end.
Okay, so how did he hire them to kill him? Because that's what they're saying that happened.
Oh, so, well, it's a Hollywood movie. They just combine, they take all the most,
You know, they take
salacious
the
things
good
and-
stuff out of every book
Yeah.
and every movie and concoct this
And combine
idea
it.
in their mind. And, you know, there's pain here.
Oh.
There's a mother that lost.
That's why I don't
there's
like
a
the
mother.
fakeness about crime
Listen,
stuff.
there's a mother that lost their son. I don't have any children. I can't imagine what she's still going through this day and the void, you know, of her situation. I know I have a void in my heart because I lost a friend. I lost a friend that was dear to me, that we were carrying out a mission, a dream that I wanted to fulfill and finish, not just for me, but just for his legacy. And to be trying to put a movie out with a bunch of shit that I just debunked right here for you in front of you, it's a huge disservice to his legacy and who he was as a person. I don't care what he did on the street. I knew him as a man, and I knew who he was as a person. And that is a huge disservice to his legacy, because his kids are going to have to watch a bunch of hogwash that's fabricated and loosely based on a bunch of bullshit that you heard. You know, this guy, he keeps prodding around like none of the right people. All of the Latin kings that he grew up with, I know who they are. The ones that really could tell you a part of his story and his child and his upbringing are not a part of none of this story that's going to be told. So I feel like I won't be watching for what? To see something be told that's incorrect? You want a story, you know, talk to the real people that were really around him. No matter what you feel or what you think you know, you don't know. You weren't in the circle. We didn't hang with Fat Joe like that. We had a friendship, a brotherhood with DMX. That was the only industry motherfucker we really